let's face it, it's hard enough to find a date these days, but to go out on one and really try to figure if this person could be a good match for you is very difficult. Because what happens on first dates is people pretend to be the person they wish they were. So you could continue trying to fool each other and stay in each other's projections, as we call it, or you can get to the juice and be a little bit authentic. Now, being authentic on a first date doesn't mean being boundaryless and being so open and vulnerable that you set yourself up for being hurt. But there are 4 things I think that would be really important for you to say on a first date that will help grow a relationship if it's meant to be. The first thing is, instead of spending your time just talking about movies and books and vacations and silly brands that somehow identify you or you identify with, why not talk about some accomplishments you've done in life? I think the thing that you need to say is, the thing I'm most proud of is this. Whether you've built a charity, built a family, built a house, built a career, you want to talk about your values in life and why you're proud of those values. Secondly, on a first date, you remember you're there to interview. Even if you're a woman, women often think that they're still trying to sell themselves on a first date. You women, you've been way too insecure. You need to be in the interviewer's chair and you want to ask the person, tell me about yourself. You want to ask a lot of questions. The third thing you want to be able to say is very clearly what your relationship goal is. So trying to sort of ease into a relationship, if you plan on getting married fairly soon or you want to have children in the near future, trying to act like, oh, I don't want to be too clingy or I don't want to let him know that I really need a boyfriend right now, is not the way to go. You're only going to hurt yourself. Why not figure it out from the beginning and on the first date say, yeah, you know, I'd like to see myself getting married in the next couple years and I'd like to have a family, because wouldn't it be great to learn on the very first date, before much money or time has been invested, that this person's not appropriate for you, in the sense that they're just on a different life track. Timing is everything, and you got to catch the person at the right timing. And finally, when they do ask you a question that's a little too close to the bone, a little too awkward, you want to smile with self-confidence and say, someday I hope to know you well enough to be able to give you the answer to that question. That's being honest, right? It's saying, I don't know you well enough yet, and it shows that you have boundaries and self-confidence. So those are the 4 things you need to say on a first date.